Okay, so the title of this video should be really self-explanatory. I'm going to figure out if there are ways that you can DIY and make your fountain pen nib a little bit more flexible. In the process, I am probably going to destroy a pen, but that's okay because the pen I have here that I'm going to be modifying is already broken. Those of you who have seen my review will probably notice this as a Jinhao 599, and in that video I would have showed you that the converter was already broken. You see, the plunger and everything, that just broke away from the piston. Ever since then, I've pretty much been using it as a dip pen. So recently, in the past 2 days or so, the threads of the pen broke off. Seriously, this thing is microns thin. So I thought, hey, instead of throwing out the pen as it is, why not try and make it a little bit more flexible? And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, I'll just throw it out and go buy another one. In fact, I have one on the way because, you know what, they're only $2. So let's get into it. Little diagram, little sketch of the nib, showing all the wonderful little components of the nib. So the things that are really going to make up how flexible a fountain pen's nib is going to be the alloy cross-sectional area of the nib and I guess the tine slits of the nib. But the one I'm going to focus on really is making the depth or length of the tine bigger. If you make the tine bigger, the overall moment, I hope I'm using that term correctly, the moment will be larger because we'll have a larger slit here as a total length of the whole exposed nib. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the length of the tine from the breather hole all the way down to where it says fine, and hopefully that will increase the flexibility of the nib. If not, throw it out. It's only $2. Okay, let's just do a very quick writing sample of the pen before I go and probably break it. So all we're really testing is line variation. So this is a fine nib, but this is the fine nib without any pressure. And let's just gain pressure. And that's probably as much as you're gonna push it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, just cleaned up the nib. It looks good. It turned out a lot better than I thought it would. It looks like the nibs are a tiny bit out of alignment. There's a little bit of a space, a bit bigger than before. Though when I did get this pen, there was a little bit of space in between the nibs. A little bit bigger than I would have expected from a fountain pen. So let's just reassemble this pen quickly. Okay, it's in the pen and it looks good. Something that just occurred to me was the hole that I cut, or the whatever you want to call it, the slit that I cut was a lot thicker than I thought it would be, and in doing so, it looks like I have also decreased the total cross-sectional area of the nib. So I've also increased the length of the slit. Hopefully the moment is larger, and it also looks like the cross-sectional area will be bigger. Two things that should favor flex. Let's get into it. Okay, writing sample. As we can remember, this is the writing sample that we had before I modified it. That was pretty much the maximum width that I could obtain. And it looked before to be alright. So hopefully, same ink and everything, this time we'll get a tiny bit more line variation. Dipping it dipping it again, because there's no converter, one that actually works. So minimum line is actually a lot thinner than I would have thought. It's still looks like a European fine, maybe a Japanese medium. So let's add some flex. Look at that. That's actually looking, wow. Look at that. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of flex out of this one. So let's just dip it again. Make sure the whole nib's in. So, come on. Yeah, it pretty much goes instantly, but that's amazing. I wasn't expecting the amount of flex to be that much, though I really wasn't expecting the hole to be cut to be that big, so. Wow. Look at that. Freaking amazing. Now, ink, it does start to railroad pretty quickly. That's pretty understandable because it's using, look at that, it's just using all of the ink that I'm dipping it with. So I'm not really surprised that it's being used so quickly, and it just railroads after 2 seconds, though. Absolutely amazing. So, answer to the question, can you make your pen more flexible? Yeah, you're going to destroy it, but yes, you can. I don't think I'll be able to, I don't know, let's try to write. The issue is, it looks like there's plastic deformation happening in the pen when I flex it that far. So I've got to be really careful when flexing it, though. Let's write just a quick sentence, the quick brown fox. So, that's beautiful. Dip it again. I'm pretty sure if I had a converter in here, the converter probably wouldn't keep up with the ink flow, even in a Jinhao X450 or something. Even though that's a bloody, squirter pen, I don't think the feed would keep up. That looks... Really dip it. Oh dear. Got 3 redips for 1 sentence. Amazing. And just small sentence. No way. Yeah, there's no way. You need 2 words. And oh, no, maybe not. Yeah. A few words. But astonished. Absolutely astounded. To go from that to that. Amazing. Good job. So, answer, yes.